Hello, everyone. Good evening. I can see a lot of people. So we'll take questions after some time. And yes, we'll be talking about budgets and countries and how do you go about it and so on, guys. I'm sitting here at my office in New Delhi. Swati Mishra, welcome back again. You were there in the earlier thing also. Yes. So questions will be taken up. I have got Bushra ma'am with me, who is a study abroad counselor, and I'll keep on highlighting things. So we're just waiting for a few people to join in. I'll first show you a small PPT. In fact, today I'm doing it very differently. I got a new PPT prepared, yeah, which I sometimes do when I have to kick myself into some action. So I was going through a book and somebody had suggested, and I took lot of content, and I'm going to share that also with you. And it will be especially useful for people who are at a young age, like Swati Mishra, you are there. So a couple of you others are also there to plan and to do things from right now. Summer schools Nikunj is fine, not so much, but definitely it gives you an opportunity. At least parents बाद में नहीं बोलेंगे देखो मेरा बेटा आज तक कभी कहीं नहीं गया, कहीं पर अकेले रहा नहीं है, कैसे रहेगा ये? Yeah. So Indian parents, I mean, they love this statement, so they keep on sharing this. Good evening, Ria. Aman, we've got your question. Bushra is going to cover Germany, so I'll cover it with her. Okay. So I think, guys, we are ready to start off now, and the time is 6:32. We're already 2 minutes late. Why is my this thing not working? My charger is not getting charged. My guy is not there. One moment. Let me just put this thing on charge. Otherwise, I might just disappear. Yeah. Oh, my charger is slightly loose, guys. Oops. Send. Can you send Rajneesh inside? Yeah. Let's start off with our PPT. Ribu, we can start with our PPT. Guys, you'll have to wait with your questions because I have some stuff and then I will charge. Okay. Guys, I am presenting you case studies. Just ask your questions after some time. I am presenting you with the case studies. So let's go through it. You'll get a lot of important stuff from here. And then we'll take your questions and all. So the first applicant we did this, was a male student from one of the DPSs, top ranker in the class. Like 10th, he got CGPA of 9.4, and SAT he got 1420 on 1600, and SAT subject test also was interested in US, and he was doing a lot of extracurriculars, very active. He started off in August. Yeah, normally people come sometimes they come late also, but he started uh, quite at the right time. So he applied to 22 US colleges, admitted to 6, rejected at 11, waitlisted at 5. Yeah. Hi Ramni, good to see you also. Next. So I'm just discussing case studies for people who are just joining us right now. We're discussing case studies, guys. Case studies is a good method to understand like what is happening. Next, please. No, no, don't come back. Who's doing it? Come back. Is it the next page? Yeah. Yeah, now next. Next, please. Yeah. So biggest weakness in his application. Why did he get rejects? In spite of such a good background, why did he get a reject? Because extracurriculars was strong. Don't move before I tell you here. Can you just hold on for a moment, please? Yeah, sorry. There was some disturbance. So, when the child went to the school, somehow he was not really talking to the teachers, counselors regularly. Yeah. So, Ribu, we are doing next page. Next page. So his teachers did not give him the kind of LOR which was expected out of a top student. Yeah. Debo, I'm saying next. So that's an issue. That's an issue, guys. So next, please. यही ठीक है. Analysis. Also, application to 22 colleges. You know that when you're applying to a university outside, you have to do essays, you have to get LORs, which might be different teachers, different this thing. So he went bonkers trying to go here and there. Yeah. I ideally recommend to students not more than 8 or 9. If you're very clear, that also when you're doing 2 countries, if you're very clear, even 6 is fine. Yeah. But 8 or 9 is like ideal. Okay. Otherwise, it's just too much rush, and so on. So also because he was sounding so good, like he like the universities were thinking that he would never enroll. I hope you understand. Okay. Next, we have to look at when you're doing foreign applications, it's not like that. Yeah, it's very different. So applicant to female, uh, good good student, ICSC 90%, not CBSE but ICSC, and SAT was 1360 on 1600. Didn't take up any SAT subject test. Wanted to go for finance. Applied to 5 US colleges. Admitted to three. Rejected at two. You know, at her second choice school, she was awarded 70% scholarship of total fees. Yeah, I hope you understand this. So she was a top academic performer. She had family support, even though her family had limited education. But she joined late, but she was very diligent. Let me show you the next page. Next. So she was very diligent and she had researched her target university. She was super organized. She submitted material on time. And father was there with her, but she was like owing the application process. You cannot be a chota bacha and you would say that, look, my parent is looking at it, my counselor is looking at it. You have to do a lot of things yourself. Even people come and enroll with us. Yeah. So a lot of times parent would say SOP. I say SOP, the student has to write. It is not, I mean, if the consultant or anybody else is writing the complete SOP, it is your application can just be rejected. Yeah. So in some countries, it is criminal to write an SOP. But of course, a counselor or a senior person can help you in editing the SOP. Next. So these are two this thing which I was just sharing for people who joined us late. Understand that building up your foundation is important. पहले से 9th 10th से you should start thinking careers, you should start researching career videos, finalizing your career choices, then start researching countries, finalizing your country choices, then start researching universities. You will have to do it yourself depending on your budgets. If you do it from right earlier, you can definitely make a kill and get the best university in a limited budget with good scholarships. If you are not researching, if you rely on other people, they might send you to another university. I got a person from a firm which is having maybe more than 30 offices, but this poor girl, even after scoring 95%, she was sent to a university which was Simon Fraser College, not even a university, college in Canada. And she realized that she had been duped after 6 months. So you have to be away from these fly by night operators, from these, some even big firms are there, but they are not, they're doing more of partner this thing. Yeah. So which doesn't help us. You need to do your own research. Even if you're hiring a study abroad consultant, you have to tell them, look, I want these kind of universities. And be sure about it. They might say nahi tumhara nahi hoga because your percentage is less. Go on to university's website, check. Today you can reach out to students on LinkedIn. You can, I mean, everyone should also have a LinkedIn account if you have not made it. Next. Hi Amma. How do I build up my foundation? फाउंडेशन फॉर स्टडी अब्रॉड कैसे बिल्डअप करना चाहिए? देखो, एनी यूनिवर्सिटी, दिस इज व्हाट इज बीइंग लुक्ड एट. फर्स्ट थिंग, मार्क्स, particularly 11th class. देखो, 10th 11th 12th outside university look at your past 3 years marks, generally speaking. एक आध होगा, they might not 100%, but generally speaking 10th 11th 12th. So that's how the story is, guys. uh, 11th marks in India, people don't score as much. Check. Yeah. So now that you understand the story, you need to get good marks in 11th also. Then standardized test. Of course, for US it is SAT, ACT. For some other country, it might be just English IELTS. For law in UK, it is LNET. So whatever standardized tests are there, yeah. Talent, like any activities you have been participating in, but with a slight focus. So if you are doing singing, so singing competition level one, next year level two, level three. I put my podcast, I put my YouTube video on singing. So try to build up on one, two sides mainly so that you can communicate. I'm really good on this side. Instead of doing like 10 different activities and being pretty average and all. Yeah. What kind of leadership potential? Are you the head girl, vice head girl? Are you heading an interact club? Are you handling some responsibility in an interact club? In case your school does not have an interact club, you can always join outside. So interact is one of the things. You can look at so many other things. Yeah, come back. Teacher recommendation, essays. So this is voice. Like voice is basically how they are kind of listening to, how they are trying to understand you. Essays, teacher recommendation, demonstrated interest, मतलब आपने खाली बोलना नहीं, I am interested in reading, नहीं, what, like have you really read, do you really understand that area? If you do, then you'll be able to say it also. Similarly, an interview is happening, sometime telephonic interview, they will ask you questions like why do you want to take up this course, why do you want this university, मतलब क्यों करना चाहते हो ये सब. Yeah, so that is like your voice, you are communicating with them. And then of course you have to look at financial considerations and institution also. Some institution are in a big city, so you can get a lot of employability. मतलब तुम, like University of Toronto, I went last year. So Toronto, University of Toronto is in mid, like it's in the near the downtown. So people can do a class, work for 3 hours, again return and do a class. So it's all nearby. But if you're in University of Waterloo, there might not be any major habitation nearby, and in the sense major markets or major this thing. So it depends on where you are. So accordingly you look at it. Okay. Next. Hello Aman. Next please. How do I learn about rankings? अच्छा, इससे ना you can even talk to parents. Even parents who are listening to us, please understand. जैसे IITs don't come in top 100. Yeah. So Times Higher Education ranking, QS Word rankings, US News Word rankings. So these are the things which you have to look at. Yeah. So US News rankings, QS Word rankings, Pearson's, these are top rankings. For management courses, Forbes is pretty good. Yeah. But Times Higher Education, QS Word, तो ये बहुत popular है. Okay. So just check it out. Good evening. Hey, Swati. Hey, Adil. Next. How did how did COVID help you, Swati? Okay. अभी कई लोग कहते हैं like maybe you're in 12th class but you have not given SAT or ACT. Can I still get in? Yes. Not only because of corona की वजह से तो yes, lot of colleges said that without SAT also we are taking application, but even earlier also these are called test optional colleges. Even if you have not given, still you can apply. Yeah, थोड़ा सा better हो जाता है, but then even if you have not given SAT, still you can be admitted. So Wake Forest University, University of Chicago, Smith College, so a lot of places you can, these are still, there are 850 colleges in US that are test optional. Check it out. Hello, Sushil Chavla from the Chavla Khandan. Hello, Kartavya. Next. So let's try and understand. देखो हर country का अलग अलग norms है, and your what do you want to achieve also should be understood. Hello, Avani. Sushil Chavla, US, you don't do universities, like you don't get into medical directly. First, you have to do a 4 year course. After that, you give an exam, and then the medical thing starts. So, first, it's a bio related course you'll take up. Okay. Yes, when we'll be covering. So, wait for some time, Abdullah. Just wait for some time. We'll be covering when. Okay, teacher recommendation is very, very important. Be nice to your teachers, respect your teachers, guys. Why? They will give you a recommendation. Otherwise, also you should. Yeah. So, लेकिन टीचर को भी कई बार, a teacher is dealing with a lot of people. Maybe you're at a school where a lot of people are applying outside school or college. So you give your resume to your teacher. When you ask for a recommendation, you can give your teacher your resume. उसमें highlight करो कि मैंने ये किया, ये किया, I've done this, I've done that, so that she understands you, and then she or he can give you a recommendation. Yeah. Also, your resume will highlight your strength, which the teacher can pick up from there and give it. Yes. So make it in such a way that initially itself you write your name, address, and below that you write major strong points. Yeah. Why not? Hi, Janvi. Harshit will be covering funding education. It can be through scholarships also. It can be through loans. Of course, some contribution can be done by the parents as well. Next. Okay. So common application. Common app is used in US, but similar like UCAS is there and so on. Now, common app has a lot of questions which, if I try to come round, so it will be few questions which are normally asked. So these questions are that how do you, I mean, when you are writing about yourself, so what is your background, identity, interest, or talent that is meaningful? Yeah. The lessons students took from failure can be fundamental to later success. Like there you might be asked to reflect on a time when a student challenged a belief or idea. Maybe you were a certain type, but when faced with the situation you change. Yeah. Describe a problem student describe a problem which student has solved, or a problem student would like to solve. It can be intellectual, research query, ethical dilemma. So you need time for this. You should not rush into application. ये नहीं कि 12th के end में अभी half yearly is also happening and you hire a consultant and then do. Yeah, we are faced with that situation, but we tell a student clearly that look, I might not be able to apply for early decision or early action, but we'll apply in the next round. Yes. Discuss an accomplishment or event, formal informal, that marked your transition from childhood to adulthood. तो इस टाइप के क्वेश्चंस काफी ज्यादा आते हैं. Okay. Harshit becomes slightly difficult. Ideally, then you should study in India. हर्षित इंडिया में भी स्टडी करना बहुत बुरी बात नहीं है, मतलब वन कैन, बट देन भाई थोड़ा फंड्स तो चाहिए बाहर जाने के लिए, क्योंकि खाना पीना एवरीथिंग इज क्वाइट एक्सपेंसिव कंपेयर टू इंडिया वेयर यू कैन. I don't know if anybody of you has seen this advertisement on a wall somewhere. I've seen it in Rohini, Sonipat, a lot of places. Dwarkadhish thali. You know what is the cost of that thali? 5 rupees. In 5 rupees, a person can eat couple of rotis and dal, which is more of pani with 2 3 dal particles down and so on. But that's a kind of thing in India. From 5 to 50 rupees, you can still satisfy your tummy. But outside is expensive. Anyway, uh, business management, Janvi, I would think of Canada, I would think of Australia, I would think of UK, and of course US. If budgeted countries you're looking at, I would think of if you know a language, then Germany. I went to last year. I went to Frankfurt Institute of Finance and Management, Munich Business School. If you know uh, like if you are looking at Europe, you can also look for Austria, University of Vienna. Yeah, Netherlands is pretty good. Yeah, any of these. Psychology has more scopes outside. Monica, not Canada, but look for psychology in Australia or UK. Okay, depends on which country. AK. We'll be showing you this. Just wait for some time with your question. We are showing you a lot of stuff. Next, please. Yeah. Parents, so any parents who are listening, or even students, you can share it with the parents that we need to strategize, we need to do a lot of research. Yeah. Abhi hota hai, see, I get a lot of parents and students and they've not heard anything, not seen anything. You can't start study abroad like that. Yeah. It's a very time consuming and a detailed process. आप अच्छा डिसीजन तभी ले पाओगे when you have some knowledge, which today you can get from the net. एक simple सा, I'll give you a tip how to get knowledge. All parents and children can look at it. मतलब go on YouTube and search MBA in US, search master's courses in other countries, search engineering in this thing, computer science. Yeah. So keep on searching Europe. It's amazing. I see a lot of YouTube. Almost every second day I see a YouTube videos on study about education, and it is amazing stuff. Yeah. So please understand. Swati Mishra, because you attended all my webinars, I'll definitely give you a scholarship. Yes. Gul Asifa, yes, MBHR can be done in India also. Package depends. If you're from XLRI Gul, then you can just. I have a friend from XLRI. His starting salary was 15 lakhs per annum. Yeah, that's almost 1.25 lakhs per month. But in case you are from an average institution, you have done it from somewhere in Sonipat, Panipat, Greater Noida, then you will not get a job also. So because India has 3,000 plus management institutes. Lopamudra will be covering that. Just wait. Okay, SAT preparation. So ideally, I would like the child to give SAT in 11th class. And if you're in ninth or 10th, Swati Mishra, you can do PSAT, which is like a SAT thing now or in some time. Yeah. Maybe I'll later on, I'll just put on a free PSAT thing or a SAT sample thing online. Prepare a resume. Yeah, parents can help children preparing a resume. In understanding online what all is available, and online access should be available to students. Some students are studying at a residential school, so please talk to the school so that children have a good amount of time for online access. Physical information packets like transcripts, other documents should be all collated. It should not be that at the end when application are going in 12th, then you're running around and trying to get your certificate. Please organize all that thing. Avoid making holiday plans. This happens so much when the student is in 10th, 11th, 12th. So I mean, we don't encourage long holidays because summers is a time when a student will do internship, will work on the profile. Yeah. So next, Avni, have you seen my video on YouTube, humanities video? Just check it out and come back. I'll answer your question there. Next, please. It has not moved. Yeah. Okay. Some countries are there. Like a lot of you are asking which are the low cost countries. So these countries you would not spend that kind of money. Netherlands. Yeah. So Netherlands, you have University of Amsterdam, you have VU, couple of other universities. Why Netherlands is on the top? Because it's an English-speaking country. The issue with Europe is if you go to countries like Sweden, Finland, you need to know the local language. But the classes are happening in English, but still you need to know the local language. But Netherlands, you can just carry on. Czech Republic. So Czech Republic again things are happening in English. Ireland, there are some job issues, but for technical careers, it is pretty good. Japan is really coming up. They want people from outside because their population is largely geriatric or turning geriatric. Geriatric means turning old. Yeah, Japan you can check out universities like University of Tokyo, Otago, and some others. Not very expensive. Yeah, South Korea can be one. South Korea again in technology it is a leader. Scandinavian regions like Sweden, Denmark. Yeah, so any of these you could look at. So, Gul, like my brother was pretty average, but he kind of started shining when he went outside. My brother got 67% in 12th. He did his BCom, then he went for MCA, and that also not a great institute. He joined a job, and 6 months the company closed down. But after that, he really worked and built up he got a certification. Because of that, he got into SAP Labs, was trained in Germany, Stuttgart, and then he went to Malaysia, then Australia, then US, then again Sweden, and now he's back in US. He did a good job. Janvi, if you know the language, yes, it can be quite decent. Taha Ibrahim, yes, you can. Might have to take WS certification. Taha, you might have to take WES certification. WS is a body which recognizes that your 3 years is equal to their 4 years. So, Gul, we'll have to first identify an area where you are good at, where you can build up. So, that's the first thing to look at. So, hot water. Thoda. So, next was BB और BCom which is better in Canada. बस BB और BCom में बहुत फर्क नहीं होता. BCom थोड़ा सा अकाउंट साइड ओरिएंटेड है. So I would go more for BBA. Shraddha, yes. If you take up some online courses, it will. So CFA, yes, you can take up. First of all, I would ask you to go and do some work on the like on the stock market side. Shraddha, you can start with moneycontrol.com. Play a small game. If you are liking it, go for NSC BSc 4 years, 4 months program. Sorry, BSc NSC 4 months program. If you like all that, then CFA can happen. Yeah. So just to start, you can start off with that. Masters in journalism, mass media, ideally Nitin Purohit, any English speaking country would be good. Yeah. Though outside India, getting jobs in these areas might not be so easy. एडवर्टाइजिंग फिर भी हो जाएगा नितिन, ऑनलाइन एडवर्टाइजिंग काफी हो जाएगा. So I would probably pitch for Canada because one of my students went. He did a course in digital marketing he's doing right now. Yeah. If you get 95%, yes, you can get good scholarship. Oh, it's pretty good. MIT Sloan and Master in Finance is quite decent. Okay, now we have Bushra Irfan ma'am with us, and Bushra Irfan ma'am will tell you about Germany. A lot of you are having questions from Germany, and Sarabjit, you can, but उतना advantage नहीं है यार यहीं बैठे बैठे करने के लिए. So ideally you should go. Low budget company. I'll give you so low, Dashant, you'll say wow. So Dashant, you can just check out. Dashant, check out Estonia. You know Estonia? I'll give you a university in Estonia called as Tallinn University. You understand Tallinn? And I want you to go today and check out. Okay, you're asking how can I contact you, Raj Beast? Oh God, Beast. What's that name? So powerful it is looking. So you can contact us on these numbers. You WhatsApp us or call up, and you can book an interactions. Yeah, we guys are one of the. We are the top company sending a lot of students abroad, various countries. We don't limit ourselves to one, two, three countries. We will understand you and pitch that this country will be better for you. It depends on your orientation. Some people want to go do a course, come back to India. Some people want to go work for 2, 3 years, then come back to India. Some people want to go and always settle there. Depending on how you are, we can help you. Yeah. Gol is saying good at maths, psychology, geography. Oh, Gol, where is the question? Gol, we'll have to do an individual counseling session. I can't. Maybe you can WhatsApp on the first number. I can see your case and then help you. Ideally, Nilima Ghai Thakur, you should go for 4 year programs. You will, because your stay back period is longer. Also, you'll be there. You'll do internships. You'll work, so it'll be helpful. Shraddha, yes, BS Economics will be amazing. IIT Kanpur BS Economics is, I think, second or third in terms of placement. So go for it, 100%. Masters in Advertising and PR, Nitin Purohit will give you a better this thing. If I look at choices in advertising, PR will give you a better this thing because somehow the growth rates are faster there. Kushi, you can go for experience. It depends. So if you are a fresher, you'll go for MIM programs, not MBA. Low cost universities for medical. We'll be covering that. Okay, we have now Bushra Irfan with us. I'll take other questions later on. Just hold on to your questions. Swati, depends on the institutes, but hold on to your question. If you want to have a career counseling session with us, you can just fill up this bit.ly/jitin reg. So you can just click on this. Can we click on this, Ribu, directly? You can give a clickable something, Ribu, so that they are able to click. Okay, and we have Bushra Irfan with us. Bushra, are you there?
Yes,
Great.
I.
So Bushra is here. She's a psychologist and a study abroad counselor. She's working with us. एंड कल ही अभी बुशरा ने एक बहुत अच्छा रेडियो प्रोग्राम किया. कल किया था, परसों किया था?
Day before yesterday. परसों, हाँ.
परसों परसों एक किया था. वी आर हिंदी पीपल समटाइम्स. शी इज इंग्लिश. डे बिफोर यस्टरडे. Okay, Bushra, can we have your camera on? So she'll now come and she'll talk to you guys. Other courses, we'll wait with the questions. I will answer all questions. Just hold on. Hold on. कर्तव्य नॉट लाइक दिस. पीसीबी करके यार अभी पहले डिटेल में देखो तो सही क्या करना चाहते हो. कर्तव्य, जस्ट वॉच माय वीडियो on YouTube. Just go and search Jitin Chawla plus PCB. Watch it and come right back and tell me 2, 3 options which you are interested in. Aman Kumar, I'll go for Sukhdev College BMS. They don't do BBA, they call it BMS. Harshit, you can look for Indian Oil Corporation. They have good scholarships like what you're mentioning. Okay. Okay, here we have Bushra Irfan. Bushra, people are waiting to see your face.
I think my camera is not supporting with the device, so I'll be taking the session without the camera on today, unfortunately. So, Ribo, can you coordinate for the PPT so that I can take for the session and take questions also out here? I see a lot of people are asking about MBA and MBBS and so much other programs. या सो आई क्विकली स्टार्ट विद जर्मनी। तो काफी लोग जर्मनी के बारे में जानते हैं कि वहाँ पे एजुकेशन फ्री होती है, काफी लोग वहाँ पे जॉब अपॉर्चुनिटीज के लिए भी जाना चाहते हैं, एंड आई थिंक दिस इज द मेजर रीजन दैट व्हाई अ लॉट ऑफ पीपल वांट टू परस्यू इन जर्मनी इज बिकॉज इट्स फ्री, and if not free they offer a lot of good scholarships also to students. बट सबसे पहले ये समझ लेते हैं, जब जर्मनी की बात करते हैं तो इट्स नॉट ओनली अबाउट इंजीनियरिंग। सो जर्मनी में सिर्फ इंजीनियरिंग पढ़ने नहीं जाते हैं, दे हैव सम ऑफ द वेरी वेरी गुड प्रोग्राम। सो इट कैन बी इनटू मेडिसिन। आई डोंट नो आप में से कितने लोगों को पता है कि होम्योपैथी जर्मनी से ही स्टार्ट हुआ है। एंड नॉट ओनली दैट, फार्मेसी, अलाइड साइंसेस, मतलब साइंसेस के लिए इट्स डेफिनेटली अ वेरी गुड डेस्टिनेशन, पीपल लुकिंग फॉर बायोटेक्नोलॉजी एंड अदर फील्ड्स। तो जर्मनी बहुत अच्छा है। अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट, अगर इकोनॉमिक्स, सोशल साइंसेस, हिस्ट्री और लिटरेचर की भी बात करते हैं, आई हैव अ स्टूडेंट जो अभी मास्टर्स इन इंग्लिश लिटरेचर के लिए जर्मनी अप्लाई करना चाहता है। सो दीज आर सम डिफरेंट प्रोग्राम्स जो आप वहां पे परस्यू कर सकते हैं। तो जो लोग सोचते हैं कि सिर्फ इंजीनियरिंग और टेक्निकल प्रोग्राम्स के लिए जर्मनी अच्छा है, तो ऐसा नहीं है। सो ये पहला मिथ है। नेक्स्ट, इसके बाद बात करते हैं कि रिक्वायरमेंट्स क्या है जर्मनी के। ऑफकोर्स यू नो ये जर्मनी में एजुकेशन फ्री है, बट लेकिन जब बात करते हैं रिक्वायरमेंट्स की, तो थोड़ी सी रिक्वायरमेंट्स भी ट्रिकी है जर्मनी की। जनरली अगर आप 12th के बाद अप्लाई करते हैं तो आपको 13 years की एजुकेशन चाहिए होती है। एंड फॉर मास्टर्स, आई कुड सी एक क्वेश्चन था कि मास्टर्स थर्ड एज इन 3 साल की डिग्री के साथ मास्टर्स के लिए अप्लाई कर सकते हैं या 4 साल की डिग्री चाहिए होगी। तो इसका बेसिक तरीके से समझते हैं। अगर आप पब्लिक यूनिवर्सिटीज अप्लाई करना चाहते हैं तो उसमें आपको 4 साल की मास्टर्स डिग्री चाहिए होती है। एट टाइम्स ये वेरी करता है यूनिवर्सिटी टू यूनिवर्सिटी, आपके प्रोग्राम के ऊपर, आपने कहाँ से डिग्री लिया है उसके ऊपर। बट जनरली पब्लिक यूनिवर्सिटीज में आपको 4 साल की डिग्री चाहिए होती है। वहीं पर अगर हम प्राइवेट यूनिवर्सिटीज देखते हैं तो वहां पे आप 3 साल की डिग्री के साथ भी अप्लाई कर सकते हैं। जैसे बर्लिन स्कूल ऑफ बिजनेस एंड इनोवेशन, जैसे जुस्मा के बारे में आपने सुना होगा, एंड देयर आर अदर कपल ऑफ मोर यूनिवर्सिटीज जो प्राइवेट है, जहाँ पे आप 3 साल की डिग्री के साथ भी मास्टर्स में अप्लाई कर सकते हैं। और वहीं पर 12th के बाद अगर आप अप्लाई करते हैं तो आपको 1 साल का स्टूडेंट कॉलेज करना पड़ता है, जिसमें आप लैंग्वेज और थोड़ा सा एडवांस सब्जेक्ट पढ़ते हैं इन ऑर्डर टू परस्यू फर्दर। मोनिका, चाइल्ड साइकोलॉजी और काउंसलिंग के लिए जर्मनी में नॉट बी अ गुड ऑप्शन, क्योंकि जब साइकोलॉजी की बात करते हैं तो इट इज समथिंग वेयर यू हैव टू कनेक्ट मेंटली एंड कल्चरली विद द पर्सन। तो अगर आपको जर्मन लैंग्वेज आती है तब भी मैं कहूंगी प्रोस्पेक्ट्स इतने अच्छे नहीं रहेंगे। प्रॉब्ली आप इंग्लिश स्पीकिंग कंट्रीज देखें, ज्यादा बेटर रहेगा। नेक्स्ट, राइट। तो जैसे मैंने स्कॉलरशिप्स की बात की थी कि जर्मनी बहुत सारे स्कॉलरशिप्स ऑफर करता है सारे स्टूडेंट को, अंडर ग्रेड और पोस्ट ग्रेड लेवल पे। और नॉट ओनली दैट, आप पीएचडी लेवल पे भी स्कॉलरशिप्स अवेल कर सकते हैं। तो इसके क्या तरीका है सबसे बेस्ट? सो इन ऑर्डर टू बी एलिजिबल फॉर स्कॉलरशिप, सबसे बेटर है दैट यू कैन चेक ऑन द दाज वेबसाइट, जो स्कॉलरशिप्स के लिए और जर्मनी के बाकी इंफॉर्मेशन के लिए भी काफी हेल्पफुल रिसोर्स है। अदरवाइज ऑफकोर्स you can definitely get in touch in when any study abroad counselor like us, so we can also help you that how you can secure scholarship. जर्मनी के एडमिशन जनरली बाकी यूनिवर्सिटी से अलग होते हैं। सो यहाँ पर आपका इनटेक विंटर और समर ही होता है, यहाँ पे फॉल और स्प्रिंग नहीं होता है। तो उस केस में आपके एडमिशन्स की डेडलाइन जो होती हैं वो वेरी करती हैं बाकी कंट्रीज से। तो इस केस में अगर आप जर्मनी अप्लाई करना चाहते हैं तो नेक्स्ट सेशन के लिए यू हैव टू स्टार्ट लुकिंग फॉर ऑप्शंस फ्रॉम नाउ एंड ऑन। ओके, सो बेस्ट यूनिवर्सिटी नितिन पूछ रहे हैं फॉर मास्टर्स इन जर्नलिज्म, मास कॉम, एंड फॉर मास्टर्स इन एडी एंड पीआर, एडवर्टाइजिंग एंड पीआर। सो इस केस में आई थिंक नितिन, अगर आप अंडर ग्रेड देख रहे हैं और पोस्ट ग्रेड देख रहे हैं, रिक्वायरमेंट में आपको बता चुके हैं ऑलरेडी कि किस तरह आप देख सकते हैं। जनरली मास कॉम और पीआर में बहुत अच्छे ऑप्शंस आपको नहीं मिलते हैं जर्मनी में। But still, if you want to try with some private universities, then probably there's a way to go ahead with. Next. Okay, so before starting with Netherlands, मैं भव्या का आंसर कर देती हूँ। Good budget countries for studying MA, Media and Screen Studies. So I think भव्या, University of Groningen in Netherlands you can try, क्योंकि ये इससे related था। तो नीदरलैंड्स में ये बहुत अच्छा प्रोग्राम है जो आप देख सकते हैं. दे हैव आल्सो मास्टर्स इन कल्चर एंड मीडिया एज अ प्रोग्राम जो काफी पॉपुलर है. तो ये ग्रोनिंजन की मैं बात कर रही हूँ. बाकी इसके अलावा देयर आर सम गुड यूनिवर्सिटीज लाइक यूट्रेक्ट जिसमें आपको ये प्रोग्राम मिल सकता है. अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट ये एक यूनिवर्सिटी है आपकी प्राग में, यूनिवर्सिटी ऑफ न्यूयॉर्क. सो वहां पे भी आपको ये प्रोग्राम मिल सकता है. ओके गौतमी, मैं आपका क्वेश्चन अभी कवर करूंगी अबाउट साउथ कोरिया. तो नीदरलैंड्स की बात करते हैं. तो जैसे जतन सर ने ऑलरेडी नीदरलैंड्स के बारे में काफी कुछ आपको बता ही दिया. इट्स अ वेरी गुड कंट्री डिस्पाइट ऑफ द फैक्ट कि ये एक यूरोपियन कंट्री है. यहाँ पे इंग्लिश की अगर हम बात करते हैं, इंग्लिश प्रोफिशिएंसी इंडेक्स की, तो ऑलमोस्ट 70% ऑफ नीदरलैंडर्स स्पीक इन इंग्लिश. तो आपको लैंग्वेज की कोई भी प्रॉब्लम वहां पर नहीं आएगी. ऑल्दो इट्स अ वेरी स्मॉल कंट्री बट अपॉर्चुनिटीज बहुत ज्यादा हैं. एजुकेशन की बात करते हैं तो दे हैव 2100 एंड प्लस इंग्लिश टॉट प्रोग्राम्स. सो अगेन आपको यहाँ पे प्रोग्राम्स में वैरायटी भी बहुत ज्यादा मिल जाएगी, अनलाइक सम अदर यूरोपियन कंट्रीज जहाँ पे लैंग्वेज थोड़ा सा बैरियर है. इसके अलावा अगर हम देख रहे हैं कोर्सेज, टेक्निकल कोर्सेज जैसे कंप्यूटर साइंस में, आईटी में, एनालिस्ट और डेटा साइंटिस्ट, तब यहाँ पे बहुत सारी अपॉर्चुनिटीज हैं जो लोग नीदरलैंड्स जाना चाहते हैं. तो उनके लिए बहुत अच्छा ऑप्शन रहेगा ये. पोस्ट देयर स्टडीज दे गेट 1 year ऑफ स्टडी जॉब सर्च वीजा, और उस जॉब सर्च वीजा में अगर आपकी जॉब लग जाती है देन यू कैन स्टे इन द कंट्री ऑल्सो. नेक्स्ट. ओके सो इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट कि आप जिस भी कंट्री में जा रहे हैं अपने लिए पार्ट टाइम अपॉर्चुनिटीज या लेट्स सपोज अगर आप अपने लिए इंटर्नशिप अपॉर्चुनिटीज भी पहले से रिसर्च करके और चेक करके चल रहे हैं, सो दैट इज द बेस्ट वे फॉर सिक्योरिंग वन पार्ट टाइम जॉब और एन इंटर्नशिप. तो नीदरलैंड्स आई थिंक इट्स अ वंडरफुल प्लेस क्योंकि यहाँ पे काफी सारे इंटरनेशनल फर्म्स की रीजनल हेडक्वार्टर्स है. तो जिसमें आपका नाइकी, सिस्को, आइकिया, एडिडास, ये बड़े नाम शामिल हैं. तो अगर आप अपने लिए एक अच्छी इंटर्नशिप और अच्छा पार्ट टाइम देखना चाहते हैं तो दे रन अ प्रोग्राम. ये एक प्रॉपर प्रोग्राम रन करते हैं जिसमें कुछ जो कंपनीज हैं वो एक टाइमलाइन, जैसे आप नाइकी का देखेंगे फरवरी से अगस्त तक इनका ये प्रोग्राम होता है. ऐसे ही बाकी दूसरी कंट्रीज में भी दे लुक फॉर पीपल फ्रॉम आईटी बैकग्राउंड और कॉमर्स और फाइनेंस बैकग्राउंड. तो ये बहुत अच्छी अपॉर्चुनिटीज है फॉर स्टूडेंट्स who are looking for internships and part time. So this is very very important. Okay, there are countries to study BSc Physics. I think US would be the best place. Otherwise, you can also, if you know language, so Germany can be another place to look at. Nitin, you are currently pursuing PG Diploma in General Finance in New Delhi and on duty from you, which country is best for must? Okay, I think I just answered this question already. So for further, specialized list of university, then probably you can get in touch with us. Okay, so next. Divya Jyoti, there is a very good college in Cyprus, which is KES College. If you're looking for hotel management or culinary management, they offer a very beautiful program into culinary management. You can try that out. It is very economical also, and the program is accredited by their government also. And they are still taking admissions. If you want to try, then that is a good option. Okay, so which are the universities you can look at in Netherlands? So these are some top universities: University of Amsterdam, Utrecht, Delft, Leiden, Groningen, 20. I mean, these are some of the most popular countries. Now, when it comes to the courses, as I said, most of the programs are available in English. तो आपको कोई भी प्रॉब्लम नहीं होगी in terms of what program you want to pursue out there. तो आपको हर तरह के प्रोग्राम मिल जाएंगे, be it tech, be it business related, be it art and design, be it any other thing. And Netherlands, you can also find very good program into pharmacy and drug design. So they have very, very good program. Next. Countries for MA education and educational policy. Nidhi, try Australia. They have very good program for teachers. And if you want to go with MA education, then I think this will be the best place to serve you in terms of pay packages also and in terms of job also. Uh, Taha Ibrahim, if you want to stay back in the country after pursuing your course, then probably look at Canada as a country, as well as Australia can be another destination where you can also find good jobs for yourself. Best country to study masters in psychology. So इस केस में I think I would recommend for masters UK would be my first preference. इसके अलावा you can also look at I mean I think masters in psychology you can pursue everywhere. The only fact is that you need to have some accreditations from the country itself. Okay, so coming to Finland, as a lot of people are asking for economical options, so the countries which I'm talking about, be it Germany, be it Netherlands, be it Finland, so these are some of the most economical countries and in terms of education. And apart from that, अगर हम देख रहे हैं quality education, then still this is one of the, I mean these are one of the best places to study. So Finland, as we all know, it has been ranked number one in the world for their education system. इसके अलावा अगर हम बात करते हैं लिटरेसी रेट की तो इट्स 100% आउट देयर एंड द टेक्नोलॉजी वी ऑल नो नोकिया ब्रांड इज फ्रॉम फिनलैंड so you can understand they have a very strong IT and communications out there. इसके अलावा I was surprised to look at some of the program which are not generally available at undergrad level. Quantum technology, you would hardly hear anybody talking about quantum technology at undergrad level, which is generally a specialized program in masters. So this is there available in one of the university in Finland. I think it was Aalto University. Again, it's an integrated program, 3 + 2 years. You can do your undergrad plus masters out there, and programs like economics and business administration also you can find. In order to apply to Finland, you need SAT. Without SAT, you cannot apply to Finland for 12th standard student. And for masters also, you need GMAT, GRE. So apart from that, whatever profile and other English proficiency examination and letter of motivation, so on. But these are the mandate things which you need to have in order to apply to Finland. Next, Aman Kumar, I recommend that please visit us for a counseling because I cannot give you any X number of careers. Okay, so a quick tech fact about Finland. So, as we all know that fifth generation is out in the market, but Finland is the only country which has already started working towards sixth generation and into wireless technology. So it's just not limited to university. Even the companies, even if you are studying, let's suppose here example I've given of Ulu University. So near Ulu or in Ulu region, you'll find that there are companies who are connected with the university and they're hiring people. That means you have a very strong opportunity option right after your graduation if you're interested in IT communication. So I think this is the place to really look at. And in terms of fees and living expenses, if I would talk about, so it's very very it's very low in terms of fees and living expenses. So you might have to spend 15 or 17 lakhs sort per annum sort, including all everything. And if you get a chance to get a scholarship, so you can also avail up to 100% scholarship. Next, Celebrate scholarship. Generally for medical colleges you might not get scholarship, but while pursuing your pre-med you might get some scholarship. Some low cost university for BSc in UK. So I think you can look at universities. Mm, I mean, some non-Russell Group universities may be less where you can try. Abdullah. Otherwise, minimum cost would be in UK somewhere close to at least 12 to 13 lakhs per annum tuition fee. Okay, so which are the universities you can look at? Helsinki, Aalto, University of Oulu, Tampere University. ये कुछ अच्छी universities हैं. इसके अलावा भी there are quite a good number in Finland. Most of the technical programs are taught in English. थोड़ा सा यहाँ पे challenge आता है. So आपको टेक्निकल प्रोग्राम्स, बिजनेस और फाइनेंस, डिजाइन के प्रोग्राम्स आपको इंग्लिश में मिल जाएंगे. यू माइट फाइंड अ लिटिल डिफिकल्ट जब बात आती है ह्यूमैनिटीज से रिलेटेड प्रोग्राम्स की, तो वो शायद फिनलैंड में थोड़ा सा मुश्किल है. नेक्स्ट, Lopa, for IELTS, I think the best way to prepare for it, you can either enroll yourself to British Council or some other, such resource provider. Otherwise, you can also look for free resources at khanacademy.com. Gulasifa, please suggest what can we do after BA. Gulasifa, there are a lot of opportunities. We need to understand that what you are good at and what can be suitable as per the personality. Animal behavior. Okay, so Gautami, this is a very specific program. I probably have to look at. You might not, I mean, at undergrad level, there's a possibility you might not get a specialized program also. Otherwise, I think last I looked into one of the program in Netherlands. I remember for one student. That you have to check which university, because I don't remember the name, but one of the university has this animal behavior in at undergrad level. Mahi, you can, but I doubt it's a very difficult, and it's like almost, it's very, very difficult to get a license in Canada for counseling psychology until and unless your degree is accredited from their local, psychological association. Sarabjit, for pre-med in US, I think you can take any life science program or biology, chemistry oriented program. There are a couple of options for you to really look at. Mahi, I've already answered this question. Okay. So next we have is Japan. We all know about Japan. I don't think so. I need to get in detail what Japan is good for and everything we know. Next. So it's about education, culture, life, fashion, economy, food, tech, innovation, opportunities. Basically, you get everything in Japan. So it is one of most disciplined country in the world. Next. सो जापान में जब हम बात करते हैं प्रोग्राम्स की, किस तरह के प्रोग्राम्स वहां पर मिलते हैं, सो इट्स अ वेरी गुड अपॉर्चुनिटी फॉर पीपल हु डोंट वांट टू गो for a 3 year long undergraduate degree, or somebody wants to go just to go for any short program. So everything is there available in Japan. So you have language programs. If you want to just learn Japanese, you can also go for, as I mentioned, short programs, which is of generally 6 months, 8-10 months. आप कल्चरल एक्सचेंज प्रोग्राम के लिए भी जा सकते हैं, which I think a lot of a student go at their school level. You can also pursue dual degree. So if you want to combine technical programs, or let's suppose if you want to combine uh, liberal arts with some public policy, so they have some very, very good dual degree programs also. uh, Trade school, or which we also known as polytechnics, तो ये भी काफी अच्छी opportunities है, especially for the people looking for job after their degree, and then professional training programs, which generally are our undergrad and postgrad programs. So these are the variety of program you get in Japan. Next. Okay, so scholarships की बात करते हैं जापान में. Again, despite of fact कि Japanese universities are very economical, you get number of scholarships. So these are just few which I just mentioned over here. Otherwise, you can get a lot of scholarships to study in Japanese university. And again, their timeline in terms of admissions are little different from rest of the country, but they have fall intake, so you can apply for that as well. Next. Yes, Nikunj, there are external organization which offers scholarship for summer schools also, as well as for university admissions as well. So you have a couple of good organizations and philanthropists also. South Korea. So yes, somebody was asking about South Korea. So it is another destination, and it is emerging as an innovation destination for student looking for some, coming up with some technical idea or something like that. लेकिन बहुत जरूरी है ये समझना, जब आप साउथ कोरिया की बात कर रहे हैं, you might not get a lot of employment opportunities. If you just want to go to pursue your studies, तब तो ये बहुत अच्छा है, लेकिन अगर आप जॉब और एम्प्लॉयमेंट का सोचते हो तो थोड़ा सा ये restrictive है. कोर्सेज के बारे में बात करते हैं. नेक्स्ट. नेक्स्ट. Okay, Anil, you want to study in France, how to apply for visa? Okay, Anil, I think for visa, you can directly speak to Alliance Francis. They can help you with the visa thing, and I think that is a better way of going ahead with. So मेजर इंडस्ट्रीज कौन सी हैं? जब हम कोई भी कंट्री में अपना कोर्स चूज करते हैं तो बहुत जरूरी होता है कि उसका स्कोप भी समझ लेना चाहिए, whether you get a scope or not. So South Korea, information and communication technologies is that number one. Then you have car manufacturing, shipbuildings, consumer electronics. So mostly, if you see over here, is something somewhat related to tech. जैसे मैंने कहा कि tech programs are more popular in Korea. Other than that, petrochemicals, and these two areas are emerging. Korean pop music and Korean drama. We all know about it, I think. So ये एक नई इंडस्ट्री इमर्ज हो रही है कोरिया में. So if anybody is interested, I don't know whether they'll take browns or not. Anyway, next. Janvi, for business management, I'm a little skeptical. They do have programs, but I mean, it will be little difficult compared to technical programs. Top universities in South Korea: Seoul National University, Korea Advanced Institute of Science and Tech, Korea University, and some other which I don't know how to pronounce basically. So these are some good universities which you can check out in South Korea. Admissions are, I mean, admission process is not very difficult. It's as like as any other international university. Next. Okay, so after discussing all these, people still ask me the same question that which are the top countries one should apply? Why not US, Canada? How to get into Australia? How to go to other places as well? So ये common questions हैं जो सब लोग पूछते हैं. Even after getting to know that these countries are very very good, so let's just have a quick discussion on that as well. Next. So these are the countries which are favorite, and I would say especially favorite in India. It has social branding. If you are going to these countries, then probably you are going to the best place. This is a notion that what Indian thinks basically, but I think this is definitely gonna change soon as people are more and more looking or planning to study outside. Next. So starting with Australia, so Australia is a country where, which is also known as land of opportunities. Recently, they have stopped taking students, or I mean, they've stopped giving PR to people in Melbourne and Sydney, and I think Brisbane also. So these are the major cities, and right now it's quite populated. So they've stopped giving PR. So people looking for PR opportunities in Australia might have to look some other region, even if you're going for studies and plan later on you plan to stay back. So try and look some other areas of Australia, and not get into the main cities. Next. So these are some top universities. There are a list of 8 universities which are best among all, although in total there are 43 universities, public universities in Australia. Next. Some of the highest paying professions in Australia. So you can see IT system architect, engineers, analyst, construction manager, and then some others. So mostly you see are from tech or science background. Otherwise, in terms of scope, if I may talk about psychology, retail management is another career option. Healthcare provider are again in the list of skill based requirements. So if somebody is looking for to get settled in the country, so I think you need to definitely check the PR base list. Next. Okay, so employment projections you see, so these stats are given by Australian Higher Commission. So over here you see a lot of jobs are there in healthcare and social assistance. So people from mass MSW or social work can definitely look for opportunities. And I mentioned about public health, psychology, and some allied sciences also. इसके बाद बारी आती है scientific and technical service providers. So again, you have good opportunities. There are good number of jobs available. Education may, as somebody was asking, and I said and I suggested Australia is definitely a place to look for. So if you want to go for masters in education or you want to teach in Australia, then again it is among one of the required professions, and then construction also. So these are the major employment projections. So आप में से अगर कोई भी लोग सोच रहे हैं 12th के बाद क्या pursue किया जाए, और if you are already pursuing these courses, I mean these areas, then probably Australia is the place to really look at. Next. Mahi, you can do a short course or probably a diploma from Canada in counseling, but there is, even before you apply to Canada, there is a lot of accreditations required from your end. So there's a long process of getting license there. Okay, so Canada ki baat kar rahe hain, and Canada is your next. So Canada, it's been one of the most popular and favorite destination of Indians. So over here in the stats, if you see 30% of the student, come from India, and then from China, and then rest of the world. So you see, as I said, that it is one of the favorite destination of Indians to, pursue their higher study, to get settled, to look for opportunities, and so on. Similarly, talking about the top universities, they have some good number of universities which are ranked among top 100. And in terms of courses, if I may talk about, so they have some very, very good programs, be it humanities, be it tech, be it business, be it other than that as well. इसके अलावा, if you're looking for internship opportunities also, the Canadian University offers co-op program, which is a year-long internship, which generally, student has to do it along with the program. So this is about Canada. Expenses wise, if I have to say, so I think minimum cost would be again 12 lakhs would be the cost per annum, and average cost and living cost would be somewhere close to 7 lakhs per annum. So this is the cost we are looking at in Canada. Janvi, Singapore, I mean, depend what is expensive for you. So I think cost in Singapore is relatively okayish. Living cost would be 9 lakhs and per annum. And if I'm talking about the tuition fee, so it is somewhere close to 15 to 17 average cost. It can, of course, go up, depend on the program. Okay, next. UK. So United Kingdom, I think it's a very good place for the students, especially who are not getting through in, I mean, any other places or countries. If you're not eligible for, let's suppose, Canada or Australia or US, probably UK is the place where you can definitely get an opportunity for yourself. Though it's little expensive at times for certain student, but this is the option which which is always open for everyone. Next. Okay, so list of UK universities. So you see University College London, Manchester, Edinburgh. I mean, basically there are 24 list. I mean, group of 24 universities. जिसको बोलते हैं Russell Group. Those are top universities. Apart from that, I think in total there are 900 and plus universities in UK to look at. Again, depending on the program you want to pursue, business programs are quite popular there. इसके अलावा you can pursue humanities based programs. Somebody was asking about journalism, जो बार बार मुझसे पूछ रहे हैं, journalism and mass communication advertising. I think UK is very good for that. So you can definitely apply to UK, and these are the number of students coming from. Next. Cost of full course BCom in Australia. So I think per annum, if I'm looking at 17 to 20 lakhs per annum is the average cost of the tuition fee, and 9 to 10 lakhs would be the cost of living. So आप मान के चलो तकरीबन तकरीबन 27 से 30 लाख का कॉस्ट आपका साल भर का है into 3. So this is the cost you have to bear in the country. Okay, Nitin Chaudhary, please ma'am reply to my question. Nitin, what was your question? Okay. How can you set up clinic in Canada? Ayurvedic clinic. I think it's a good idea. But Nitin, to be very honest, I mean, it depends on the rules and regulations of the country. So I probably might not be able to help you for your question because I don't know how it's going to be like there. Okay, so how do you plan? What is the effective planning? So the first step is why I'm telling you this section, because I see somebody was asking pehle country, फिर उसके बाद they started asking about program, then they started about something else. So the best way of going ahead with this that you decide the course, then you decide country, and then you decide which university you are probably looking at. बीच में इसमें एक finance और budget का भी आ जाता है because budget also you have to plan accordingly. Next. तो ये एक जनरल टाइमलाइन है यहाँ पर. वैसे तो आई रिकमेंड स्टूडेंट टू स्टार्ट अर्ली पॉसिबल बिकॉज देर आर अदर थिंग, स्पेशली फॉर द स्टूडेंट लुकिंग फॉर स्कॉलरशिप. यू नीड टू do a lot of work on your profile in order to be eligible for scholarship, because अगर आप मेरिट बेस्ड स्कॉलरशिप के लिए भी अप्लाई करते हो तो यूनिवर्सिटी विल सी दैट हाउ एक्टिव यू वर ड्यूरिंग योर स्कूल डेज और प्रॉब्ली योर कॉलेज डेज, व्हाट ऑल यू हैव अचीव अपार्ट फ्रॉम एकेडमिक्स. तो ये चीज बहुत जरूरी होती है that you have a good strong profile. So generally this is the timeline which we are looking at. July के आसपास you start applying. It depends which countries we are targeting. As I said कि जैसे जापान का अलग होता है, जर्मनी का अलग होता है, and similarly if we are looking at colleges in Canada, then they have different, and if we are looking at universities, then they have different intake. Next. So ये कुछ suggestions हैं which I recommend you to all. So जैसे मैंने प्रोफाइल की बात की that you have to build your profile as early as possible. So for school student, I mean the ideal way of starting with your profile is 9th and 10th. But if you are already in class 11th or 12th, probably for 12 students you have to file your application right away. So student who are in 11th, this is the time to hunt for the right set of activities. आप शायद सब कुछ नहीं कर सकते, बट ट्राई लुक फॉर दोज एक्टिविटीज जिससे आपका प्रोफाइल एकदम से हाईलाइट हो जाता है. एंड फॉर कॉलेज ग्रेड्स आल्सो स्कॉलरशिप्स के लिए मैं बता दूं कि आपकी स्कॉलरशिप एप्लीकेशन शुरू होने से पहले उसकी डेडलाइंस जा सकती है. सो एप्लीकेशंस शुरू होने से पहले अगर आप स्कॉलरशिप देख रहे हैं तो प्लीज मेक श्योर कि आपको उसकी डेडलाइंस पता हो. आई ऑलरेडी टोल्ड यू 9 से आप अपनी प्रोफाइल पे काम करना स्टार्ट कर सकते हैं. कॉलेज ग्रेड फर्स्ट ईयर से ही स्टार्ट कर सकते हैं बिकॉज जनरली यू डोंट गेट अ लॉट ऑफ टाइम इन सेकंड ईयर एंड थर्ड ईयर योर एप्लीकेशंस बिगिन. बहुत सारी एक्टिविटीज अगर आप शॉर्टर ड्यूरेशन में करते हो तो भी प्रॉब्लम हो जाती है. सो डोंट ट्राई नॉट टू डू दैट, जस्ट डू रेलेवेंट एक्टिविटीज अगर बहुत ज्यादा टाइम आपके पास नहीं है. क्या एक्टिविटीज कर सकते हैं क्या नहीं कर सकते उसके लिए आई थिंक मेरी टीम आपको असिस्ट कर सकती है, as we also help a lot of students to plan their studies abroad, and then we also assist to send them outside. So उस केस में you can get in touch with us. मेरी टीम से आप बात कर सकते हैं and then probably मुझसे बात कर सकते हैं. I can help you. और फिर उसके बाद बहुत जरूरी है that whichever course, as a lot of students were asking कि BBA करें कि BCom करें, so please understand the basic difference. फिर आप उसके बाद उस country में, because you are investing a lot of money and if you want to stay back for some time and work there, तब आप जरूर चेक करो कि उस कंट्री में उस पर्टिकुलर कोर्स का स्कोप है, आप रुक पाएंगे नहीं रुक पाएंगे, एंड सो ऑन एंड सो फोर्थ. तो ये बहुत जरूरी है कि आप अपनी खुद की भी सेल्फ स्टडी एज एन आपकी होनी चाहिए. Next, हर्षद, प्लीज ट्राई एंड गेट इन टच विद द नंबर जो आपको अभी स्क्रीन पे दिखा है. आई कैन टेल यू व्हाट ऑल एक्टिविटीज यू शुड डू, लेकिन पहले मुझे पता होना चाहिए कि आपने क्या एक्टिविटीज की हुई हैं, राइट? सो दिस इज ऑल्सो वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. जैसे मैंने कहा कि सब कुछ नहीं करना है, लेकिन जो इंपॉर्टेंट है जिससे हाईलाइट हो सकती है आपकी प्रोफाइल, इट माइट टेक अ लॉट ऑफ टाइम, लेकिन वो एक्टिविटी अच्छी होनी चाहिए. हिमांशी, बेस्ट कॉलेज फॉर बीडेज इन यूआई यूएक्स आफ्टर 12th. आई थिंक यूएस में काफी सारी यूनिवर्सिटीज हैं जिसके लिए आप कर सकते हो, डिपेंडिंग ऑफ कोर्स, डिपेंडिंग ऑन योर बजट ऑल्सो. तो अगर यूएस और मतलब इफ यू आर लुकिंग एट लो कॉस्ट ऑप्शन, तब उस केस में आई वुड रिकमेंड यू चेक ऑल्टो यूनिवर्सिटी इन फिनलैंड. And I'll also suggest you to look at courses, economical options. I think Japan can also be a good option for you. Sarabjit, cost of full medical study in US, it might cross CR easily because there is a 4 year of pre-med, फिर उसके बाद आप करते हो MBBS after qualifying MCAT. So it's 8-9 years long studies. Okay. Low cost pre-med colleges for medical. Sarabjit, I recommend again, the link is there on the screen. Just fill up. All of the people who have joined us today, who have a lot of questions left, I suggest that please fill the form and post your query out there. My team will get in touch. You can visit us. As I mentioned, that we help students, go outside, how they should plan right from the very initial days. जैसे हर्षद ने कहा, he's in 11th और he want to go for tech courses, तो उसके लिए क्या किया जा सकता है, probably an expert can tell you, right? Himanshi, for India also, you can come and take our aptitude counseling services where Mr. Chawla will help you understand that which are the colleges and which are the courses would be suitable to you in India also. Is SNU, if it's Shivnadar University, then I'm not sure whether it's a good option or not for psychology. For New Zealand BCom, I think it will cost you somewhere. I mean, it's not very economical, but I think they have courses starting from 14 lakhs, 15 lakhs per annum sort. So I think living cost is 8 lakhs, 8-9 lakhs in New Zealand. So this will be the cost. You can multiply it by 3 because generally they have 3 year long program. Okay, Seoul National University for psychology. Monica, I am not very sure. As I mentioned in the entire session, I mean, in the entire section of South Korea, that it is more popular for technical courses, especially for international student. So, I am doubtful for psychology. I think for psychology, try English speaking countries more. Career options for being a pilot. So, if you are a pilot, so that does that itself a career option. For colleges, if you may ask outside, so I think New Zealand has some good options which you can look at, and Canada, of course, Canada has a lot of opportunities. I mean, a lot of options, not opportunities. I may not, comment on that, but a lot of course options. Yes, Vansh, I think Finland can be a good option if you plan to do your MBA out there. And I think you should also consider Sweden and some other Scandinavian nation also for MBA. You might get some very good options to do MBA out there with some economical, cost. So I think this is it for today, guys. I hope that you have filled in the forms and you have taken our number also. For more queries, I suggest that you get in touch with us. You can visit us. We do aptitude counseling sessions. We do help you understand which careers would be suitable. If you plan to go outside, then we'll also guide you that how you should plan and which are the best countries and colleges as per as per your profile. Okay, is Canada a good option for bachelor's in computer science? Yes, Yashika. Canada is very good for computer science. You should definitely look at. There are a lot of job opportunity. You might get job opportunities comparatively better than if you pursue any other program there. Computer science and IT both. Nitin, again, courses are good, but jobs right now in UK are not that great. Probably once this COVID situation will be over, you might land with some good opportunities out there. Okay, Indian National. Shivya Gulati, industrial and organizational psychology or any other psychology, you need to have license in whichever country you want to practice. So that will not be valid. Nitin, very well. I hope and I wish you good luck. Canada में doctor जरूर बनो. Yes, Prachita, CS right now, wherever you pursue, be it Germany, be it US, or any other place, you have plenty of opportunities for you, for yourself. So I think that way you can, opt Germany also if you know a bit of German language. I think for more questions, Jatin sir has already posted my number on the chat section. So probably you can send your queries on chat, and then probably we further, I'll help you further plan out things more better. For today, thank you so much. Thank you for joining over here. Tata, bye bye, and I wish a very happy new year in advance to all of you.